Thank you.
Busy downstairs?
Huh?
Busy downstairs? The booth? You're signing autographs?
Oh, yeah. We're signing autographs, taking pictures, just seeing, so many people dressed up. And I saw a little girl. She was in a wheelchair. Mm-hmm. She was dressed up like Wednesday.
Get out.
And she was like nonverbal, but when she saw me, she just pretty much lit up and knew who I was. And this is what makes it so great for me. So I appreciate it.
And people that are showing up as Gómez cosplay.
Yes.
That to happen.
I haven't seen the Gómez yet.
You have not?
No, because I don't think they want to compete with me.
You would just show up to the cosplay contest as Gómez.
Yes.
Like, I'm winning it.
Well, this is Gómez incognito.
By the way, before you came up the stage, I was talking to a lot of the people in the audience right now, and all of them say, they want you to come up.
For real?
For real, yeah.
Okay.
Look at that. Yeah, they were waiting for you.
So you want to know how I got the part?
Tell us.
So I was doing a movie with Tom Hardy in Cardiff, Wales, which is part of England. And I get a phone call from my guys, from my team, and they say, Tim Burton wants to talk to you. Whoa, what? Tim Burton wants to talk to me? Yeah, wants to talk to me. So we did a Zoom meeting, and it was like a 30-second Zoom meeting. Hey, how you doing? I love your work. I'm doing this thing. I would love you in it. Okay. Hangs up. I called my guy and said, yo, what did I say okay to? And when I found out it was Gómez Addams, I was over the moon. Because, as a kid, I remember seeing it in black and white.
Sure.
And then I remember someone who I admire very much in my career, Juliá, do it. And I was just so honored to be asked to play that iconic role. It's like, I always say dreams do come true. And sometimes they just come when you don't even expect them. And it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, you're on a solid list of those who played those. You mentioned Raúl, Juliá, John Astin.
Yes.
He did it in the black and white, right? John Astin was the black and white. And now you're part of that legacy now. What did you want to do a different spin on it, or did you want to stay true as much to the original comic book?
I never think about putting a different spin on something that's been done, that's already been established. I just wanted to honor John Astin, Juliá. And, for me, the role of Gómez, he's a father. He loves his children. He's a husband. He loves his wife. So, being able to just portray that love is easy, because I just love to love, right? And, again, having the opportunity to work with the young man that played my son Isaac, and Jenna Ortega, and Catherine Zeta-Jones, it sets up for such a wonderful chemistry. And also, 3 of the Addams family members are Latino.
Yes.
So I take a lot of pride. I take a lot of pride in representing, but again, it's something that I love doing, and so yeah.
I'm glad you brought up the whole Hispanic Latin angle of it. You can't miss it. It's there. It's from the music, from the food, to even some words that are spoken.
Yeah, my little bombita.
Yeah, that's the
Querida.
What I like about it too, they don't put subtitles. I like that. They don't have to translate what we know. Like, there's just love.
Oh yeah.
Out of it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming out of it. But how did you want to balance that? Because you mentioned he's a father. He loves. But it's kind of a dark story. It's a dark show.
Well, I don't think of it that way. I think that I think as my family is a bunch of outcasts, and I learned to say that outcast is beautiful. Being different is beautiful.
Yes.
It's not about being normal. I kind of grew up as an outcast, as a kid, and so in approaching this role, I love it because, like I say, there's nothing wrong with being different. And it's never about fitting in. because I know like nowadays like a lot of young people, they struggle with fitting into things, and I always say, yo, be who you are, be beautiful, be brave. You don't have to be, you know, like I said, oh, I want to be part of this. You know, be your own thing, and if it means being an outcast, so be it.
Much infuse the character of Gomez with your Puerto Rican background. You brought up the Bronx and New York.
Okay, I didn't grow up in the Bronx, all right? You got the wrong information. Lower East Side, downtown Manhattan. No. It's okay.
Oh, we got some Lower East Side folks here? No?
Okay. You know, I never approached it of thinking that much as a Puerto Rican, you know, or Mexican or New Yorker and stuff. I just approached it, you know, once you put on that outfit, you know, once you put on that wig, that's what you're living, you know? And what comes out of me, it's gonna come out of me Latino anyway, because that's my DNA, right? You know? So I never said, oh, I'm gonna be as Latino as possible in this. You know what? I let the situation, I let the persona, the character, I let that carry out of me. And I think it carries out pretty beautifully.
Where in the Lower East Side did you grow up?
Oh my God. Okay. Delancey, Columbia Street.
Okay.
I went to Sewell Park High School.
Nice.
My mom still lives in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
My mom's gangster. Yeah, my mom, she had a tribe of around 12 or 14 abuelitas. And they all hang out together.
In the bodega?
And they always sit in the same bench. No, they the bodega, come on. You know, the winos hang out in the bodega. Don't call my mother wino. Call her up right now. But, no, you know, they support each other. My mom is 87, and she retired 3 years ago from working in a hospital. And I remember every time I go visit her, it was like taking a trophy around, you know, showing me orphanage and mom.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm Queens.
Queens, I've heard of Queens.
A little further north.
Yeah.
No, but I did live in Bronx, though. I near Van Cortlandt Park.
Okay,
Yeah.
love that place.
Yeah.
My cousin Michael lives out there.
Yeah. I've been up Van Cortlandt Park. It's huge.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Much information.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. But you know, you're talking about how you just attacked this role, how you wanted to do it, and everything. But becoming an actor, did you have to learn a lot, or was it just something natural for you? Like something easy for you to fit into?
Okay, so I was a social worker, working with teenagers on the Lower East Side. And a friend of mine I hadn't seen in a few years, I ran into, he told me he was writing for a TV show. He told me I should go audition. I auditioned. 3 weeks later, I got a part in the season premiere of a show called Miami Vice.
Get out.
I had no clue what I was doing. All I wanted to get out of it was enough money to buy a used car. Drive to Orchard Beach, you would know that, because you had to take the train and the bus. I got the car, my friend totaled it the next day.
Friend totaled it.
But you know, I studied acting after Miami Vice for like 2 years, because I always said this. Look at that, making him sweat. Yeah.
No,
Anyway, it's me. It's me. No, just kidding. I studied acting for 2 years because I always I speak to like a lot of acting students, and I was like a dull knife that needed sharpening. I had the tool, but it had to be sharp. So I studied with this incredible teacher, acting coach named William Alderson. I had a love-hate relationship with him because, you know, he used to really come down hard and criticizing the work, but I never gave up, I never quit. I just said, you know what, I'm going to come back better and better, and Okay, you three are late to class. Those three that just walked in, you late.
They're sitting in the back.
You late. And there's gonna be an exam.
A pop quiz?
What's wrong with you people walking in? But anyway, thank you. You all get an A.
Wait, did they get F's?
You guys back there? You gotta put these chairs away.
That's their detention, right?
And a composition on why you love me. 10,000 words or less.
Preferably 10,000.
Yes. No, 10,000 words more.
Yeah, okay, go more.
You see, I'm human.
But you were saying about little Morris and just, you know. Yeah, all that stuff.
So, I went back to being a social worker after that Miami Vice. I didn't understand the business. So I would get called by this agent and he would send me out and I would do all these little roles. But all these little roles were like, look at that, Morley students. Unbelievable. No, it's okay, I love you guys. Thanks for coming. They were like, I was like Killer 96, Gypsy Cab Driver 82, some guy 76. And then one day I got a part and it said Raúl. And it was a name to the character. I said, oh my God, you know? And, I just kept at it. And one thing led to another. I ended up doing a movie called Crocodile, Dundee 2. That's right. Went to Australia for 3 months. The most homesick Latino you've ever seen. I said, yo, man, aquí no hay arroz, no hay habichuelas. What the hell? And, but anyway, things kept going and going, and then I did a movie called Q&A with Nick Nolte and Timothy Hutton, Armand Asante, Charles Dutton. A couple of years after that, I got this film called Carlitos Way. That's right, watch your back. And then, and then I took a leap of faith because I got a bit burnt out from being a social worker. It's the job that I love the most, by the way, being a social worker. Because I was helping young people to help themselves, put them on track, change their life. And I took a lot of pride in that. So anyway, I got Carlitos Way. I took a leap of faith, and I said, I'm just going to be an actor. And that's what I did, and I pursued it. And here I am, hanging out with you beautiful people.
Absolutely. You're naming the role of the film that you were in just right now. There's a gentleman here. He's right there. He says he can name as many movies you've been in 10 seconds. I don't think so. Here you go. Let's give him a chance. All right, you got 10 seconds, sir. Go for it.
Carlitos Way, Traffic, Bone Collector, Waiting 1 and 2, New Pluto Nash, Fighting, one more, Narcos.
Okay, good. What do you think about that?
Yeah, you would need 2 more days to finish.
But
good job.
Anger management, you're doing anger.
Anger management.
Yeah.
Traffic, Out of Sight, Limey, Boogie Nights, Magnolia, Punch Drunk Love, How to Make It in America.
And the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
The list goes on and on. There's actually another fan here. We asked her, where are they? Where is she? You were her favorite Gómez. Where is she? There she is. Yeah. And what was your answer, ma'am?
Yes. Hi, Raúl.
Tell me, you mind if I stand up?
Go ahead.
Yeah, because I've been sitting up, it's getting flat.
I'll
What do you like about my Gómez?
How passionate he is and how passionate he is and how willing to be there for his family. Also there's a funnier twist to your Gómez Addams, that I think is just more connecting for me. Especially being from a family and I did theater and just seeing kind of another kind of person of Latin heritage, just me doing kind of a show and just being all this. I think it's just really cool.
You're cool. Thank you.
And by the way, everybody, you're going to have your bank questions. You start lining up here in just about 2 seconds, okay? Because it's going to be your turn in a bit. One more.
Okay.
One more. There was another young lady here. I asked her, like, well, what is it about Luis? What do you like? You know, what's the thing? She said there's a connection between her and her father because of you. Because of you. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Raise your hand. You know which lady I was talking to. Did she leave? Raise your hand. Where are you? Oh, I guess she left. But the point is that she said that a lot of the movies that her and her father would watch had you in it. And that's how they connected through some of your movies. So very, very beautiful. Yeah, I think she got shy. Anyway. All right, it's your turn. You started asking questions, so go ahead.
So I'm a foodie, so I want to know what's your favorite Puerto Rican dish?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I love my mom's asopado de camarones with pique that she makes.
My dad was one gandules, but only by my friend, who was a Puerto Rican food truck. That's right.
My mother does not own a food truck, I'm sorry. But I do love arroz con gandules too.
Yeah.
That's my go-to with some pernil and a nice slice of aguacate.
There you go.
So be ready.
Hello, my name is Monica. I'm from San Antonio, here in town. So welcome to San Antonio. Have you been here before? Well,
First time. Welcome.
Yeah. And I promise you, it won't be the last. Okay?
so your Gomez, like she said, is just amazing. I love to watch you in the last season, just the shower scene where
Shower scene.
PG. But what would you say to somebody that has not watched the show to convince them to watch the show?
Because I'm in it.
Easy answer.
Yeah, watch it. Yeah.
By the way, I think I found the young lady who was talking about her father, right? Right there, that right there? Yeah, there she is, yeah. Yeah, she was,
How she magically appeared.
yeah, she got it. Look, we thought you were sitting over there. But yeah, you told me the story that you and your dad will watch his movies, right? You want to tell me a little bit? There she is. Oh, why don't you get your mic right now?
We're gonna make it official.
Yeah, we're going to make it official. We're going to make it con-official.
You get a mic, you make it official.
Yeah, so me and my dad watch a lot of your movies. His favorite is Traffic, and then I also like Journey too. Just the way, like, you make it comedic, funny, and yeah, we just like watching your movies together.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I got the opportunity in my career to actually do a couple of family movies. Because everything is pretty like hardcore.
Yeah. Yeah, Narcos is not violent, right?
Yeah, listen, I had to wait for my son to turn 17 to watch Boogie Nights. Only because he had a driver's license.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Tonda. First of all, you did a piece with Latino USA. I listened to it recently, and what you said on that was just beautiful. If you remember.
Remember?
Honey, I said so many beautiful things.
You talked about like the macho-ness and everything. You talked about how you adopted 4 children and your history of your like family and everything. I was just gonna say, the interview was absolutely stunning to listen to.
Yeah, well, I do have 4 children that I adopted. I have one of my own. I do a lot of charity work. I'm very passionate about that. I've made some donations to food pantries, you know. But that's kind of part of my DNA, you know. My mom, my hero, you know, when I was a kid, she would take all the leftovers and wrap them up and say, go over there under the bridge and take them to the homeless people. And I actually shot a documentary some years ago that I actually went homeless for 3 days in New York City, you know, so just to show the world, you know, but I learned a lot, you know, but I just feel that I always tell people never forget where you come from, you know, always be able to give back, and that's who I am, so thank you.
You're welcome. And my question is, what was your first interaction with Catherine Zeta-Jones?
First
think we made up for like 3 hours. We had to get it right. Well, I met Catherine when I did the movie Traffic, because at that time she was pregnant with her son. And so, 24 years later, there we are. And she's a joy to work with. She's a real pro. She teaches me a lot. You know, the thing is, people gotta understand something. You never show up thinking you know everything. You always show up with the attitude, what can I learn today? You see? And that's something that I live by. And so working with her is great.
Nice.
Thank you.
Hey, that documentary you said, is it out already or is it coming? The movies that you're working on?
We don't know.
You don't know yet? Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of Traffic, which is one of my favorite movies from you, what is it like being in that movie with a broadcast such as like Catherine, Dennis, Don, and under the great direction of Steven Summers?
Well, I tell you what, I had such a huge thrill working with Don Cheadle. We played partners together in that movie. You know, when we were shooting that movie, we had no idea how good it was going to be. But, you know, Steve Soderbergh is such an incredible director, visually. It was such a great cast of people, a great story. And we just fell right into it. And, you know, it's one of my movies that I'm very proud of. Thank you.
Next up.
Hello. So you've been in the industry for quite a while. I mean, Waiting came out 20 years ago. What relationships did you foster with your co-stars that you still have today from any movie that you think is the most valuable relationship?
Oh, wow. Well, I have many valuable relationships. I guess one relationship that I truly value is my relationship with Adam Sandler. Because Adam and I, you know, we're like family, you know. I call him up, he calls me up, you know. I go to his shows, he brings me up on stage, you know. That's not funny, man. But you know, I have a really good relationship with so many different people that I have worked with. You know, my friend Victor Masouk, he did The Beauty and the Baker. You kicking somebody up? Oh, yeah, no, go ahead. I'm human. Don Cheadle, you know, Catherine Zeta-Jones, now Jenna Ortega, you know. I mean, so many, you know. Yeah, too many to name. But, you know, that's a tribute to really who I am, you know, because I'm a very humble person. And I just love honoring all the people that I work with, so, yeah.
Yes, sir. Bring your chairs closer to you.
Paul, there you go.
Yes, and I was curious, how did you hook up with Paul Anderson, and what kind of professional relationship did you guys develop into those movies?
So with Paul Thomas Anderson, he sent me a script. You know, I didn't know who he was. I got the script, I put it in my office. 6 months later, I'm cleaning my office. I find that envelope in the very bottom of a pile. I said, oh, I open it. Oh my God, this is the script that guy sent me. I sat down to read it. I could not put it down. It was Boogie Nights. I called him up and I go, hey Paul, you know, Luis Guzmán, and I read your script. Are they even gonna let you make this movie? Because it was out there, you know? And so I started talking to him, and he captured that era so well, you know, the whole texture of it. So I asked him how old he was, and he mumbled something, and I go, oh, okay, you're 35. He said, no, I'm 25. He said, you're 25 years old, bro, and you wrote this? You know, so, I did 3 films with Paul. He's a very passionate director. I took a lot of pride in working with him. He's amazing. And I'm just happy for him because he continues to do his thing. Again, he's a professional. You know, you show up and you do your thing, and he puts some incredible actors together and also crew people. So I love my relationship with him, and he continues. I don't know if you guys have seen his latest movie, but it's phenomenal. Yeah.
All right, sir. Good question. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. What's your question?
Hi, I'm Philip from San Antonio, Texas. I had a question about a movie that you did a few years back called The Do-Over with David Spade and Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
What's something that you could tell us that stood out about filming that movie with yourself?
Well, I had to do a threesome. That stood out. That's all I have to say.
Happy for that, too.
In your dreams.
Yes, young man.
My name is Omar, San Antonio, Texas. What was your favorite place that you have visited and done?
Your favorite place that you visited and the favorite thing that you've done?
Oh my God, so many. Hawaii, San Antonio.
There you go.
Thank you for helping me in that. We shot in Romania the first season on Wednesday. Ireland, we shot the second season on Wednesday. I love shooting where I was born, Puerto Rico, done a few movies there. Colombia was beautiful. I shot out in Veracruz, Mexico, and Chihuahua, Mexico, which was great. Yeah. And
his other question was, what is the favorite thing you've done?
Favorite thing I've done? Oh boy. Favorite thing I've done?
Being at Big Texas Comic-Con?
No, that's too easy. I guess my most favorite thing that I've done is being able to travel and share the experience with my family.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Thank you, young man.
Good question. And by the way, you passed the course, okay?
Yes, sir.
Just one question. What will be the favorite scene of yours in Waiting?
My favorite thing in Waiting?
Your favorite scene that you did in Waiting?
Giving my girlfriend some therapy.
Look at that smile on him.
Sorry, it wasn't the bat wing, Papa. I'll be disappointed.
Yes, sir.
Jay from Caguas, Puerto Rico.
Yeah!
So the question is twofold. Tripleta or chopped cheese? Tripleta or chopped cheese?
Tripleta.
And pasteles, con ketchup o con salsa?
Pa'l carajo. Pasteles con pique.
There you go. You love everything with bacon, don't you?
Yeah, let me tell you, somebody comes to my house and I serve pasteles and they put ketchup on it, or they ask for ketchup, there's the door.
Wait, what's that?
Homemade or store-bought?
Well, homemade, bro. Who you talking to?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Trinity, and my question is, what was your favorite scene to film from Wednesday season 2?
I think it was in season, there's 2. The first one was doing the tango with Catherine Zeta-Jones. I practiced that for freaking 2 months. And I gotta tell you, people, I love to dance. I'm a salsero. I can move anyway. But I learned to tango. I suggest people, if you ever get an opportunity to learn to tango, do it. It is such a beautiful, passionate dance. And then the second one was my shower scene when I was singing Bésame Mucho. And I had to go into a recording studio with a voice coach, and he's worked with everybody. And I said, yo, Papa, Let me explain something to you, okay? Luis Guzmán, all right? Not Taylor Swift, okay? So yeah.
There you go. Good question. Yes, sir, your question.
Hi, my name is Zeke from Christmas Springs, Texas. Have you been contacted by your college alma mater to appear in any future movies? The one with the statue of you.
Oh, Community. I don't even know when and if they ever gonna do that movie. And if I'm not in that movie,
I hope it happens.
it's not gonna be a good movie.
But you need to be in it.
Thank you. Please write them a letter. Start a petition.
Hey, cool cosplay you got on there.
Yeah.
Look at that, June.
No.
Just don't take
No, yeah. He probably owes me money.
Keep it on.
Keep it like that. Keep it like that.
Keep it on.
He uses ketchup.
Oh, this is ketchup.
Next.
Go ahead.
Is there anything like, I mean, I guess anything you liked in your like childhood? Like, anything at all like Star Wars?
He wants to know anything you liked in your childhood.
Anything that?
Anything you nerd about?
I love watching the monsters. The monsters. I really thought Superman was real. I used to run home from school, go to the rooftop, just to say, oh my God, is he gonna fly over here? But I know he's coming on TV in 5 minutes. So, I mean, things like that, you know? Yeah.
Cool. Good question. Yeah, leave the mask on.
Oh, and I used to like playing hooky.
Favorite pastime. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Has there ever been a role that you had to turn down for any reason, whether you were in another movie or anything like that, that you regret turning down?
No. You know, it was interesting because at the beginning of my career, there were certain roles that I really did want that I didn't get, that somebody else got. But my attitude was not to be defeated, but just to say, I didn't get that, means one thing, there's something better else coming. And that was my attitude, you know? Thank you.
Life lessons here we're getting from you. Life lessons. Good life.
Free of charge, okay? Anybody bring a coupon?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Avery, and my question is, what would be your dream role to play if there was ever a remake of an original movie or TV series?
Original, right? Like brand new and improved. Man, I like to play something, do something really. It might sound crazy, but I like to do something like really controversial, like kidnap a head of state and hold him hostage, and ask him why he's doing all the things that he's doing. Make it into like a therapy session and put a mirror up to him and something like that. Is that a good answer? Are you okay with that? Are we still friends? Okay, good. You write that, I'll do it.
Look, I just wanted to ask, like, was it fun doing the movie Journey to Center of the Earth? Like, what was your experience like? Was it fun doing like the cake scene? Was like down?
Wow, bro, you have to ask me that question. No, listen, I love doing that movie. You know, the great thing about what I do, I get to travel all over the world and just see different environments and see beautiful things. And we shot that movie in Hawaii for like 3.5 months. And, you know, whatever they needed me to do, I did. I did hate the egg scene because I had to get into that and all that good, you know? But it made my skin really nice and soft.
Careful now. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I'm nervous. My favorite movie of yours is Dreamer, and I was just wondering what your favorite memory of work on that movie was.
Dreamer?
Yeah.
Well, it was definitely Dakota Fanning. You know, this little girl at the time was such a beautiful powerhouse. She was such a sweet girl, for one. For 2, just being around all those beautiful horses, man. You know, just getting the recognition as a Latino to play that role of the trainer, my buddy Freddie playing the jockey. But like I said, I'll go back to the first thing I said, definitely working with Dakota. She was such a joy to watch. Thank you.
Thank you. And look who is last year. Look at that cosplay. Look at that.
Last question.
Look at that cosplay there.
I you know what? Somehow my daughter always shows up. Okay. Y'all leaving me like that? Okay. All right.
I would recommend you sit in your
Yo, I'm gonna tell you something. Next time you register for my class,
Look at that.
Okay. Can you do this like in a Wednesday persona for me?
Oh, yeah.
Mono, right. Okay, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. Get it together. And go.
Hi, my name is Wednesday, and I have one question for you and a comment. This actually does not have anything to do with Wednesday, but with Journey to the Center here. Like my best.
Mi bombita, ¿qué pasó?
The scene where you're with Dwayne on the bumblebee, you get splattered with a massive bird dropping. I wanted to ask, what exactly was that made out of?
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal.
It hurt.
Yeah, another one? Okay. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
My comment, I say this with much love to you. You remind me a lot of my dad. I love the word ganas y cotito. I say with much love.
Tell him we start jogging tomorrow at 5 in the morning. Gracias.
Awesome. Yes, please. Before I let you go, though, I just want to remind everybody, your booth is open, right? Can we go back?
My booth is open.
Yeah, it's open. Yeah, so if you didn't get a chance to ask a question, interact with him.
Yeah, don't come to my booth to ask me questions.
And get autographs. And get in line.
You can get autographs.
Yeah. The selfie too, right? You do
Selfie too.
Yeah, you got it all there, yeah. So make sure to make your way down there. But before I let you go, you've been talking a lot of life lessons and everything. Do you ever see yourself going back to social working?
Well, I still do like a lot of I still do a lot of charity work. I still go back to where I used to work as a social worker, because that organization, that agency is still there. I help a lot of people, man. You know, and I take pride in that because, again, it's part of my philosophy, my DNA. You can never forget where you come from, and going back and being a role model, and also teaching the next generation the same mindset. And because, you know, again, everybody has an issue. Everybody is going through something. We've heard that so many times. And so to be able to take the time and give back will be such impactful on someone that, you know, is going through it. So I encourage you guys, and you know what? It's okay to hug. It's okay to wish somebody a good day. It's okay to open the door. It's okay to help an elderly person, you know? I don't give money away to people in the street, but I will ask them if they want me to get them something to eat, and they can follow me. Because I don't like to enable people to go by their drugs or their alcohol. I will always say, come on, I'll get you something to eat. If they don't want anything to eat because they want money, then I won't do that. You know, but I do donate to food pantries, to mental health organizations. I'm part of an organization that we make beds for children that don't have beds. And we go to take the beds to their home, mattress, bed linen, everything fresh, brand new. So anytime you can volunteer también, you know, even if it's once a month or once every 3 months, you know, because like I said, our humanity is in dire need right now of a lot of love, a lot of empathy, and a lot of compassion. So, you know, and again, never forget where you come from, because it's a beautiful place to go back to.
Awesome. Everybody give it up.